You were not born by accident. The day you entered this world carries within it a divine imprint, a signature of infinite potential, a promise whispered by the universe itself. To those born on certain dates, the signs of prosperity, wealth, and abundance are etched deeply into the unseen pattern of life. Yet, it is not the date alone that guarantees the unfolding of riches. It is the awareness you cultivate about what your birth represents. There is no randomness in the sequence of days. The moment of your arrival was synchronized with cosmic order, and if you open your heart, you will realize that you were chosen for greatness long before you ever took your first breath. These dates are not merely numbers, they are vibrations, energies, and frequencies that align with prosperity. They are doors to the millionaire's destiny, doors only you hold the keys to. The moment you recognize that your birth carries such a vibration, you awaken something dormant inside you, the realization that you were never meant to struggle endlessly or chase money as though it were a stranger running away from you. Money, wealth, abundance, and opportunity were always meant to recognize you, find you, and attach themselves to you. Your birth date is the stamp of permission from the universe, a sign that says, this one is destined for riches. This one is marked by prosperity. This one has been chosen. But let me tell you this truth. Wealth is not only about money. A millionaire life is not simply about the numbers in a bank account. It is about freedom, joy, ease, the ability to create without fear, the ability to live fully without the constant shadow of lack. Those born on these significant dates have been marked with a certain tranquility, an insight that allows them to step into that freedom when they finally accept who they are. The moment you know that you are chosen, your energy changes. And when your energy changes, the world cannot help but rearrange itself around you. People, opportunities, ideas, and even money itself begin to flow into your life with astonishing speed. You may have been told otherwise. You may have grown up in environments where money was scarce, where conversations about wealth ended in frustration, where you were conditioned to believe that some people are lucky while others are doomed to struggle. Yet, the day of your birth carries a different story. It is not a story of lack, it is a story of abundance waiting to be lived out. The universe inscribed that story within your being, and life is urging you to remember it. These special dates are not coincidences. They are markers of destiny. They are signposts that say, pay attention, for your life is meant to overflow. When you realize this, something powerful happens. You stop chasing money, you stop fearing it, you stop asking when or how. You simply rest in the knowing that abundance belongs to you. Wealth is already yours, simply awaiting your recognition, and the tranquility that comes from this insight is priceless. That tranquility is the very energy that attracts everything you desire. People who struggle endlessly for money are vibrating in restlessness, in doubt, in fear, in confusion. But those who accept their millionaire destiny move in calmness, in quiet assurance, in the certainty that what is theirs cannot be denied. That tranquility is not laziness, it is the highest demonstration of faith. It is knowing that the seed planted will bloom. It is knowing that the universe never forgets what it promised you. So let me speak directly to you who were born on these dates. You are not just another person. You are a carrier of an energy that bends reality itself. The money you desire is already circulating with your name on it. The opportunities you long for are already being designed for you. The mansion you see in your vision, the cars you imagine yourself driving, the businesses you dream of building, the travel you crave, the freedom to give and live generously, all of it is already part of your story. Your task is not to create it. Your task is to awaken to it, to allow it, to accept that it is already done. And yet, here lies the mystery. Many born with this blessing sleep through it. They wander in doubt, in fear, in disbelief, never knowing that life had already marked them for riches. They allow the voices of others to convince them that they are unworthy. They forget the power of imagination, the power of belief, the power of declaring that what they desire is already theirs. But you do not need to be among those who forget. You are being called to remember. You are hearing these words now because your soul is stirring. You are being reminded of the millionaire destiny imprinted on your very being. You are being shown that tranquility is not just a feeling, it is a key to unlock the door of prosperity. Let your mind grasp this truth: everything you desire already exists. The wealth you want is not in the future. It is here now, simply waiting for you to step into alignment. The day you were born was the day the universe set into motion the perfect rhythm for your life. If you were born on those dates, you carry an imprint of abundance. But even if you were not, by listening and absorbing these words, you can step into the same energy, because awareness is stronger than any number on a calendar. Still, for those marked by these dates, the universe whispers louder, reminding you again and again until you finally answer. Yes, I accept. Yes, I am chosen. Yes, I am a future millionaire. Feel it within you. Do not wait for the bank account to change before you believe it. Do not wait for someone else to validate your worth before you accept it. Believe first, and the evidence will follow. Feel the millionaire energy flowing through you now. Feel the calm assurance that wealth is yours. Walk in it, speak from it, imagine from it, live as though it were already done. And it will be done. The universe does not lie. The dates of your birth are not accidents. They are promises. They are insights into your true destiny. Tranquility is your companion, and prosperity is your inheritance. The energy that surrounds your life is not something distant, waiting to arrive someday. It is already pressing itself into your awareness now, and the more you relax into it, the more vividly you feel its reality. When you release the need to chase and prove yourself worthy, the doors swing open, because wealth responds not to desperation, but to certainty. Think of the moments when you felt deeply calm, when you had no doubt in your mind, when you knew beyond reason that something was already yours. That feeling was the universe showing you the state in which money flows effortlessly. It was reminding you of the tranquility that belongs to those who recognize their birthright. If you were born on these significant dates, you may have noticed that certain patterns follow you. Opportunities appear when you least expect them. Money comes in unusual ways. Even when you experience loss, something greater quickly replaces it, as though life itself refuses to allow you to stay small. You are not like everyone else. You have always felt it. People may have misunderstood you, judged you, even doubted you, but that has never changed the truth of your imprint. You have been chosen to walk as a millionaire, and until you embrace that fully, life will continue whispering, reminding, guiding, pushing you toward that destiny. It does not matter what your current situation looks like, your bank account, your job, your possessions, your surroundings. None of these tell the full story. They are only shadows of what you have believed up until now. They reflect the old states of consciousness you once carried. But from this moment, you are free to choose differently. You are free to step into the vibration of wealth, to claim your millionaire status before the evidence shows. And when you do, the evidence will appear. It has no choice. The outer world is only a mirror of your inner acceptance. You may ask, why me? Why was I born on these dates? Why was I given this energy? And the answer is simple: because the universe delights in expressing abundance through you. You are the channel, the vessel, the doorway through which riches flow into the world. Your wealth is not only for you, it blesses those around you, it uplifts your family, it transforms your community, it inspires countless others. To deny your millionaire destiny is to withhold blessings that were meant to flow. To accept it is to step into your true role as a giver, a creator, a radiant source of abundance. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine. See yourself living the life you were born for. See the home that inspires you, the life of freedom, the ease with which money flows, the calm assurance with which you move through your days. Hear the laughter of loved ones around you, free from worry, supported by the abundance that flows through you. Feel the tranquility in your chest as you realize you never need to struggle again. That vision is not fantasy. It is memory. It is already written. The moment you see it, you know it exists. Your birth guaranteed it, and your belief activates it. Some will hear these words and dismiss them. They will cling to struggle, insist that life is only hard, that wealth belongs to others. But those born on these dates cannot escape the truth. They will feel the resonance in their hearts. They will know that these words speak directly to them, that they are not here by accident. They were drawn to this very moment because their soul demanded remembrance. They will feel the power rising within them, a quiet yet undeniable assurance that they are indeed future millionaires. And the beauty is that once they accept it, they are no longer future millionaires. They are millionaires now in essence and soon in form. Every day begin to walk with this knowing. Speak from it, affirm it silently within yourself. I was born for abundance, I am chosen. I am marked for wealth, I carry tranquility, and wealth flows to me. Do not force, do not strain, simply know it as you know your own name. The more naturally you accept it, the faster it manifests. Life rearranges itself for those who live in the vibration of already having. Do not look at what is missing, look at what is promised. Do not cling to doubt, cling to the truth that has always been yours. Your millionaire destiny is not waiting for permission. It does not depend on the approval of others. It is not delayed by the mistakes of your past. The universe wastes nothing. Even your challenges have been preparing you for this very recognition. The difficulties you faced were only strengthening the muscles of faith, preparing you to handle wealth with wisdom and grace. The very struggles you thought were curses were in fact the chiseling of destiny, carving you into the shape of one who can hold abundance. Now you see it, now you know why. Now you step forward with calm, with tranquility, with the insight that you were never abandoned, never overlooked, never denied. Money is not your enemy, it is your servant, it is an energy waiting to obey the command of your belief. Those born on these dates are not meant to beg for money, they are meant to command it with certainty, they are meant to walk in alignment with wealth so completely that money has no choice but to flow toward them. And when it comes in waves, in rivers, in abundance so great that they cannot help but overflow into others. That is the nature of your destiny. That is the beauty of your imprint, that is the gift of your birth. You may think of wealth as something outside of you, but it has always been within you. Every desire, every dream, every vision of prosperity is simply a reflection of what you already carry inside. You are not trying to become a millionaire, you are remembering that you already are one in essence. The dates of your birth only confirm what your spirit has known all along. You were never meant to live in lack, you were meant to live in freedom, in abundance, in limitless expression. So walk today with a new energy. Speak differently. Think differently. Imagine differently. Let every step you take be infused with the tranquility of one who knows they are chosen. Let your words carry the vibration of abundance. Let your imagination dwell not on problems, but on the finished picture of your wealthy life. And as you do, reality bends to meet you. The phone call comes, the opportunity arises, the money appears, the miracle unfolds. And when it does, you will not be surprised. You will simply smile, for you will know that it could not have been otherwise. The more you breathe into this truth, the lighter life begins to feel. You are no longer grasping at outcomes or chasing things that seem just out of reach. Instead, you are resting in the quiet power of knowing that everything has already been written in your favor. Those born on these divine dates were not placed here to struggle endlessly. They were placed here to reveal abundance, to carry the vibration of wealth into the world, and to live as examples of what happens when someone accepts their inheritance. Look at the stories of those who rise from nothing, who seem to attract fortune against all odds. Many of them share this imprint. They were born at the perfect intersection of time and energy, and they eventually awakened to what was always theirs. Perhaps you have felt resistance. Perhaps you have questioned if it could truly be so simple. And yet, every time you quiet your mind, every time you let the noise fade, there is a still small voice that whispers, yes, this is who you are. You were born for more, you were born to be wealthy. That voice never goes away, because it is the voice of truth. You can drown it out temporarily, but it waits patiently until you are ready to listen. And when you finally surrender to it, when you let it wash over you, you discover a peace that nothing else in the world can give you. That peace is the essence of your millionaire destiny. Imagine again the life that calls to you. See yourself walking into a room, carrying not arrogance, but the calm confidence of one who knows wealth belongs to them. See yourself making decisions without fear, giving generously without hesitation, living without the constant worry of bills or debt. See how others look at you, not with envy, but with inspiration. For your wealth becomes a beacon that shows them what is possible. You are not simply rich in possessions, you are rich in spirit, rich in freedom, rich in love, rich in opportunities. This is the fullness of your inheritance, and it began the moment you were born. The universe wastes no detail. Even the date of your birth is purposeful. The vibration of numbers, the alignment of time, the unseen energies that marked that day, all of it formed a signature that declared your life would carry abundance. And when you step into awareness of this, everything changes. The jobs you once thought were your only chance open into better opportunities. The limitations you once believed dissolve. The people who doubted you fade from significance. You begin to live from the truth that you are already wealthy, and soon the outer world reflects it with undeniable evidence. It is important to understand that wealth is not a pursuit, it is a state of being. Those who chase it endlessly remain in lack, because chasing implies it is not yet theirs. But those who rest in tranquility, those who recognize that they were born for it, magnetize it effortlessly. The flow of money becomes natural, expected, even ordinary, because they no longer see it as something foreign. It is simply part of who they are. And this is the greatest shift you can make. Stop seeing wealth as something outside of you, and begin seeing it as the natural extension of your birthright. When you accept this truth, you stop comparing yourself to others. You stop worrying about who has more or who seems ahead. You realize that no one can take what belongs to you, because it was written into your story before you were even conscious of it. You no longer rush, you no longer beg, you no longer grasp. You move with grace, and that grace carries you further than force ever could. The tranquility of knowing is far more powerful than the chaos of striving. Those born on these dates were designed to live in that tranquility, and it is this calmness that opens the floodgates of wealth. Think of the river that flows effortlessly to the ocean. It does not struggle, it does not doubt, it does not question its path. It simply flows knowing it will reach its destination. You are the same. Wealth is your ocean, and you are the river. You do not need to push against the current. You only need to allow the flow that was set in motion the day you were born. The universe already carved the path for you, already arranged the circumstances, already marked you for prosperity. Your only task is to trust the flow, to rest in the awareness that the destination is inevitable. And as you rest in this awareness, inspiration rises. Ideas flow. Opportunities present themselves. People appear with the resources you need. This is not coincidence. It is alignment. It is life responding to your inner acceptance. It is the physical world bowing to the authority of your birthright. The tranquility you carry is magnetic, and it draws everything you need without effort. You become a living demonstration of abundance, and others cannot help but notice the glow around you. They may call it luck, but you will know it is destiny. Each time you wake in the morning, remind yourself, I was born to be wealthy. I was chosen for abundance. My life is a story of prosperity unfolding. Let those words sink deep into your being, not as a mantra of desperation, but as a statement of fact. Say it until it feels as real as the ground beneath your feet. And soon, your reality will bend to match it. The dates of your birth were not random. They were precise, intentional, sacred. They carried within them the imprint of a millionaire's journey. And every day that you live in awareness of this truth, you draw closer to the visible manifestation of what has always been yours. Do not fear the waiting. Do not fear the process. Even now, wealth is weaving its way to you. Even now, unseen arrangements are being made on your behalf. Even now, opportunities are being prepared that will astonish you when they arrive. Trust that your role is simple: to live in tranquility, to hold the insight that you were born for this, to rest in the knowing that your millionaire destiny is already unfolding. Feel the shift that occurs when you stop questioning and begin accepting. Acceptance is the true doorway. When you resist, when you doubt, when you argue with the truth of your own abundance, you delay what is already yours. But the moment you breathe deeply and allow yourself to say, yes, this is me, this is who I am, I was born for this, everything aligns with ease. The heaviness lifts, the confusion dissolves, the path becomes clear. You no longer wonder if wealth will come. You begin to wonder how beautifully it will surprise you when it does. There is no power in postponing your millionaire identity. To wait until the outer world shows you evidence is to place yourself in chains. But when you declare it now, when you stand in it before the evidence appears, you become the cause of your reality rather than the effect. Those who were born on these dates have an extra advantage, for the vibration of their very existence carries this cause. But even for them, it is awareness that unlocks it. Your awareness is the key. Without it, the treasure remains buried. With it, the treasure springs forth into every area of your life. So walk today with a lightness you may not have felt before. When thoughts of doubt arise, smile at them and let them pass. When fear tries to creep in, remind yourself that your birth was marked by prosperity, and no fear can undo that truth. When you are tempted to complain, instead affirm, all is flowing in my favor. I was born for abundance. Every time you choose this awareness, you are choosing alignment with the destiny written for you. And with each choice, the world bends closer to match your inner certainty. Notice how tranquility grows the more you practice this. Notice how even in moments of uncertainty, you begin to feel a deep calm, as though something greater is carrying you. That calm is your proof. That calm is the invisible evidence that wealth is already yours. For what greater sign can there be than the peace that comes when you no longer fight against your own destiny? Let that peace guide you. Let it steady you. Let it become your natural state. For in that state, money, opportunity, freedom, and abundance flow like water. Every moment you hold this awareness, something shifts in the invisible currents around you. You may not always see it with your eyes at first, but you will feel it in your spirit. A sense of certainty begins to replace the old patterns of worry. You notice how doors you once thought were locked begin to open easily. Conversations bring unexpected opportunities. Ideas arrive as if whispered by the universe itself. Even small signs, a gift, a chance meeting, a sudden breakthrough, are reminders that the imprint of your birth is at work, drawing wealth closer with each passing breath. The mind conditioned by lack will try to pull you back, but remember that is only the echo of an old state that no longer belongs to you. You are no longer living as one who must strive endlessly for scraps. You are living as one who was marked for wealth before time began. Every day that you choose to stand in this truth, you dissolve another layer of limitation. Every day that you affirm your millionaire destiny, you strengthen the magnetic pull of abundance in your life. The more natural this feels, the faster reality reflects it. Do not underestimate the quiet power of this shift. You may think you need to move mountains, to work endlessly, to prove your worth through effort and sacrifice. But the millionaire energy you carry is not about endless struggle. It is about alignment. When you align, the mountains move themselves. When you align, effort becomes effortless. When you align, you discover that money is not earned by sweat alone, but received through vibration, through the calm certainty that it belongs to you. And the dates of your birth serve as the eternal reminder that this vibration is your natural state. So allow yourself to live in this truth as though it were the most ordinary thing in the world. Speak of wealth casually, confidently, as if it were as natural as the air you breathe. Imagine your abundance with joy, not longing. Walk through your days with the ease of one who knows the outcome is already secured. Because it is, your millionaire life is not a distant dream. It is a present reality, waiting for you to step fully into it. The universe has already said yes. Your birth already declared it. All that remains is your acceptance. As you carry this certainty with you, notice how the world begins to soften in your favor. What once felt like resistance now becomes cooperation. People who never noticed you before begin to see you. Situations that seemed closed begin to open. Even your own body feels lighter, as if it too has recognized that the struggle has ended. You were never meant to live in constant battle with life. You were meant to flow, to receive, to expand, to shine as a living reminder that abundance is the natural state of being. The dates of your birth carry this truth within them, and each day you awaken to it more fully, you radiate that truth outward into the world. There is no force stronger than the calm conviction of someone who knows who they are. The noise of the world may rise around you, but it cannot shake you, because you are anchored in something deeper. You do not need to explain it to others. You do not need to convince anyone of your worth. You simply live from it. And as you live from it, the evidence of wealth multiplies. The accounts grow, the opportunities increase, the lifestyle expands. But more importantly, the peace deepens. This is the true essence of being a millionaire. Not only to have, but to be, to embody tranquility while living in abundance. Each step forward becomes easier because you are no longer fighting against yourself. The doubts lose their power. The fears lose their grip. You recognize them for what they are: old illusions, remnants of a life that no longer belongs to you. And as you release them, you create space for something greater to enter. That greater thing is already pressing into your awareness now, reminding you with every breath that your millionaire destiny is not coming, it is here. Every word you allow yourself to accept as truth becomes a seed planted in the fertile ground of your consciousness. Some seeds bloom instantly. Others take time, but none of them are wasted. Even now, as you hold these thoughts of wealth, abundance, and tranquility, invisible roots are spreading through the soil of your being. They are drawing in the nutrients of belief, the water of imagination, the sunlight of faith. Soon those roots will break through the surface as visible evidence, as money in your hand, as opportunities before your eyes, as experiences that match the millionaire life that has always belonged to you. You cannot rush this process, but you also cannot stop it. The universe has already declared its intention through the date of your birth. You are already marked, already chosen, already aligned with abundance. The more you accept this, the more natural it becomes. And as it becomes natural, it becomes inevitable. What once seemed like a miracle begins to feel ordinary. What once seemed impossible becomes your daily experience. Others will look at you with wonder, trying to figure out your secret, and you will smile, knowing that it was never about luck, never about struggle, but always about recognition. Recognition is power. To recognize who you truly are is to step out of the shadow of lack and into the light of abundance. You do not need to beg life to bless you. You are the blessing. You do not need to plead for riches. Riches were woven into the fabric of your being the moment you were born. You are the vessel through which the universe delights in expressing wealth, and the more you accept this, the more freely that wealth flows. It flows through your mind as inspired ideas, through your actions as effortless success, through your relationships as generosity and love, through your entire existence as peace. The air around you begins to shift as you hold this knowing. The very atmosphere bends to your certainty, arranging itself in ways that bring you closer to what is already yours. It may come as a sudden phone call, a chance encounter, a thought that refuses to leave you until you act on it. Each of these is evidence that your millionaire imprint is alive and active. You no longer walk through life as one who hopes, you walk as one who knows. And in that knowing, every step is steady, every choice is guided, every outcome is shaped in your favor. The world responds differently to those who carry tranquility. People sense it, even if they cannot explain it. They are drawn to your calmness, your confidence, your unshakable energy. They want to work with you, to support you, to open doors for you, not out of pity, but because your presence inspires trust. This is the unseen wealth that comes before the visible wealth. First the energy, then the evidence. And your energy has already shifted, simply by allowing yourself to hear and believe these words. Do not be surprised when things begin to move quickly. For years it may have felt slow, as though nothing was changing, as though life forgot you. But now, once you accept the truth of your birthright, momentum gathers. The wheel that once turned slowly begins to spin faster and faster, carrying you into experiences you once only dreamed of. What seemed far away collapses into the present moment. What you thought you would need decades to achieve shows up in weeks, sometimes even days. This is the speed of alignment. This is the acceleration of destiny once it is embraced. You will notice the subtle signs first, like ripples on the surface of still water. A message arrives that opens an unexpected door. Someone mentions your name in a room you have never entered. An opportunity finds you without effort. Money appears in ways that feel almost playful, as though the universe is delighting in reminding you of what you already carry. And as you acknowledge these ripples with gratitude, they grow into waves, and those waves turn into tides that lift every part of your life. This is not coincidence. It is alignment with the truth you were born to live. Each day becomes a stage where your millionaire energy expresses itself more boldly. You no longer think small. You no longer settle for scraps. You no longer speak words of limitation. Your very language shifts. You say, I am with authority. You say, I have with certainty. You say, I live with gratitude. And the world mirrors it back to you, because the outer world cannot resist the authority of one who has claimed their true identity. Your thoughts become commands. Your feelings become magnets. Your imagination becomes the blueprint of riches made visible. Others may not understand how easily things flow to you, but you will know. You will remember these words. You will remember the calm that rose in your heart. You will remember the truth that your date of birth was never ordinary. It was a signature of prosperity. And as you live from that truth, everything aligns without strain, without struggle, without delay. Because you are no longer asking. You are no longer hoping. You are no longer wishing. You are living as though it were already yours. And so it is. So life bends in your favor, because it cannot do otherwise when you have assumed the role that was waiting for you all along. Imagine yourself waking in the morning, and instead of wondering how the day will unfold, you already feel the certainty that everything is unfolding in your favor. You rise from your bed with the ease of someone who knows wealth has already claimed them, who knows abundance is already theirs, who knows they were chosen at the very beginning. This is not fantasy. This is the reality you were born to manifest. You begin to notice how money no longer feels like something you must chase. It feels like air, always present, always accessible, always flowing. Each breath is a reminder that as naturally as oxygen fills your lungs, prosperity fills your life. You see it in the smallest of details. The compliment from a stranger, the unexpected invitation, the sudden chance that leads to financial gain. What others call coincidence, you call certainty. It is the universe responding to your inner declaration that you are already a millionaire in spirit, and soon in form. As these truths settle deeper within you, your inner conversations shift. No longer do you repeat the doubts that once limited you. Now you rehearse your success. You dwell in the feeling of your desires fulfilled. You see yourself living in the home of your dreams. You hear yourself receiving the congratulations. You taste the sweetness of financial freedom. And because you dwell there, the outer world has no choice but to arrange itself to match your inner world. This is the law, unchanging, undeniable, perfect. The more you trust it, the more effortless it becomes. The path of wealth does not require strain when you are aligned with it. The opportunities seek you out. The ideas rise within you. The people show up exactly when they are meant to. It feels as if the whole universe has conspired to hand you everything you ever desired. And that is because it has. You were born on dates that carry the vibration of destiny, and destiny cannot be denied when you choose to live it. Now let it be settled within you, once and for all. You are not waiting to become. You are not hoping to arrive. You are not striving to earn. You are already the millionaire in spirit, and life is only echoing back what you have dared to claim within. The dates of your birth carried this promise. But the fulfillment of that promise depends only on your acceptance of it now. Stand tall in the awareness that wealth flows to you, because you have aligned with it, because you have spoken it, because you have imagined it and felt it real. Let there be no more hesitation, no more doubt, no more delay. From this moment, walk in the assurance that abundance is not approaching. It is here. It is yours. It is inevitable. And as you live from that certainty, you will see doors swing open. Riches multiply, and the world recognize you as what you have always been destined to be, a future millionaire already made manifest.